What's the meaning? Don't draw your sword.
Job done. I'm here from...
You killed the Harpy Queen. Welcome, Witcher.
I'm looking for a dwarf by the name...
Master Baltimore vanished.
Who was Master...
He was our runesmith, the greatest specialist the world has ever seen. A lot of water has flowed down upon Tarson's...
Who lives here now?
Yours truly. As Baltimore's best apprentice, I became the new runesmith. Got this house.
Can you tell me something about that?
That's the entrance.
Mind if I take a look?
Not at all. Only you won't find it. Welcome,
I have a few...
I heard the rumble, Witcher. Everything...
Yeah, just some...
Find anything?
Not a thing.
Poor Baltimore lost his mind, but...
Why are you so sure he's dead? You didn't find...
Well, if he departed, he'd tell me. Why are you...
Curiosity.
Curiosity can be dangerous.
Are you threatening?
On the contrary. What's the meaning of this?
Do my eyes deceive me?
Take that.
I knew you were hiding something from me, Witcher.
I wasn't the only one to hide something. Baltimore's notes state that the Master will return from the grave to meet with you.
Nobody returns from where we sent him.
You just admitted to murder.
Aye, but what of it? Get him, lads!
So, you got it over. I'm on my way to the recruiting station. Adam.
By the pricks of the male god!
I discovered his vault near the troll's lair. By the way, Thorak, your new...
What?
Thorak murdered Baltimore. There's enough evidence in the note.
Thanks, Witcher. A reward for your labors.
I'd like...
Beat the ink.
So be...
Pray tell, what compels you to disturb?
I have a few...
And you believe I should answer them instead of setting...
I think your Royal Highness has enough folk.
The intricacies of succession are not something I wish to
I'm trying to figure out where this fall...
Hensel's mages committed mass murder. But it was honor that allowed us to survive. There was no defeat.
You took part in that?
My father stayed in the capital. He was to defend Vengerberg. I wanted to stop Henselt before he crossed the Pontar, but I was too... Henselt's army was exhausted. We would have triumphed if Henselt had mages with him, and they cast a treacherous spell on the entire battlefield. I gathered the few survivors and withdrew deep into the country. The soldiers were terrified, but Henselt showed...
Only a master mage could have cast such a powerful...
I remember Sabrina Glevesig. Through the flames, I saw her observing the carnage from her...
Sabrina. If I...
Was. Henselt condemned her to death for casting that spell. You know what struck me when all hell broke loose? Going into battle, we sang our Edirnian songs. They intoned their Kidweni hymns to Creve. But when fire for an instant, the magnitude of the tragedy...
I still have no idea where...
I'm afraid I don't.
Succession is the topic of choice in about every inn in the country. I don't know for sure, but I think the hangman of Vengerberg was the last to claim the throne.
My patience has its limits, and at present, come to the point.
Saskia's body is extremely resilient.
I heard the poison was deadly.
Toxins can lose their potency, and this is hardly the first...
Magic.
I'll explain once I've... You might be surprised, Prince, but I have...
The famous Geralt of Rivia. Invited to the table by... Think I'm impressed? Calanth is dead. Meve curses your name when she hears it. Foltest was murdered before your very eyes.
Are you going somewhere?
Indeed. You should know that a king sometimes needs a... If the thug is naive enough, Instead of reaching into his purse, the king buys him with... And when, having done his deed, the thug departs... Truly, I never thought you could... Get out! Get out!
Shedding blood! What's this? Clad in hues of green, amid shrubs he's seen, crouching on legs bare.
You wanted to
Your friend Sheila is
I know this, Witcher, but it's no cause for concern. Sheila is there to ensure Henselt doesn't fall prey to the same people.
I've got Triss's bandana.
Have you learned anything?
Triss was here.
Why would he? There are easier ways to...
Two of Letho's comrades, probably those responsible, when it became evident in Flotsam that the Kingslayer wanted to dispose of Iorveth, the Scoia'tael leader, he could only do that by...
I assumed that Triss wanted to teleport to me, but she missed the mark and they...
Letho left her in a gully, wounded. He probably thought that she'd diversify the local trolls' diet. He himself went to see the elves and massacred...
What about Triss?
She escaped from the troll. Everything suggests...
I can assure you she is...
She has to be here.
I'll try, but it will take some...
Sheila ordered Letho and Triss killed.
I can't believe that.
Believe it. I ran into some mercenaries she enlisted to kill Letho.
She must have meant the other Kingslayers. Are you sure she knew
Are you so sure of Sheila? There was something going on between her and Triss.
A misunderstanding.
Maybe. Let's find Triss and clear everything.
I need some time. What's going on out there?
Let's see.
What's going on?
The peasants want to take pitchforks to Kingdom.
Why?
The Dragon Slayer's servant is spreading rumors that Stennis poisoned Saskia. The commoners are...
Where's the prince?
Barricaded himself in his room, guarded by nobles. For the moment, the peasants are still... Help us out. The situation is dire.
Dogs growl at cats. Cats hiss at the dogs. The noble's a wolf to a peasant.
Forget those animalistic similes and take care of it. I'll try to locate Triss. And should anything happen to Prince Stennis, remember, we need his blood.
I remember.
You wanted to...
I found a stolen dream. It seems powerful.
Excellent. That should do nicely.
I had a dream. We were mining up at the face of the lake.
Say she's dead.
You're stupid. She just fell unconscious.
The commoners claim it's our prince's doing.
Such judgment is above their station.
Servants
and lords will never...
Geralt! It's good to see you.
The commoners claim Stennis is involved in Saskia's poisoning. They're looking to...
Nobody to keep things...
Scalen Burden and his dwarves are trying to...
The plebs will yell a lot, beat someone up, and go home.
Don't be foolish. They're not serfs anymore.
Looks like things are getting now.
Hear me!
What do you want?
I'm Skill Bolden.
Or doing a nice job then? Where was you when they put...
Give us the prince! Get the flame!
Stop!
Iorveth!
Squirrels! Everyone who wants to leave this yard in one piece. I don't care if you're a serf or a lord.
What's going on?
The servant carrying wine during the feast said that Prince Stennis and Olcan poisoned Saskia. We want justice!
You want revenge. It's not the same thing.
We don't care. Saskia's fallen as if dead, while the poisoning prince and noble lords rush to her.
You lie, Colton. Nobody's being sold out.
Your law? What then? He'll pay a fine and get spanked on his ass?
Where's this sir?
Safe. The Scoia'tael keep an eye on him.
Why is the prince hiding in his house if he's innocent?
Enough! I'll shoot the first to reach for a...
There's more of us. You can't kill every...
Then you'll be first. Now back off! We need to act quickly.
What's your plan?
I'll frighten them a little. Bleed them if need be. I'll buy you... Question the peasants and the nobles, and talk to the dwarf.
Even if he's guilty, I'm sure he's prepared to...
You'll know how to sort the sheep. Also, find the servant who started talking so you won't have time to talk to everyone.
Humans only care how their asses rise as their stations do.
Who will the Witcher side with?
He's on very good terms with that damn
There goes the peace,
What should I do? Squirrels, witches, an army led by a woman.
The gods who needs this?
They're used to it.
It's a waste of words.
Afraid of something?
No, nothing.
You're lying.
I didn't do nothing. Didn't say nothing, don't know nothing, and didn't see...
Tell me everything you know about the...
I heard the priest talking with the prince. This goody-goody said the Virgin is really a beast under her fair skin.
What priest?
Olcan. The one...
So there's no way I can check if you're...
I swear on my mum...
What else did you...
I was putting Saskia's room in order when the priest came to the prince's chamber next door. Reverend Olcan, only he could tell you how it was.
The dead aren't very tough.
What about what they leave behind?
Maybe.
Nobody will believe me anyways. Eyes like
They say someone has the spell. Sorcerers are a plague of the worst kind. I don't know. So, you thought it over? I'm on my way to the recruiting.
They lie in wait for their lord and prince. I certainly hope Scalen can clean up this mess.
I need to know where Reverend Ol...
It's about... Don't forget...
Don't try anything.
How do you see? Do the gods favor Lady Saskia as she claims?
Gods never favor rebellions that seek to topple the natural order.
Strange aura. Nothing interesting.
They've bewitched her! Saskia the Pious? Black magic don't cling to her.
I got a serious career. At your service. From one of Iorveth's lads, eh?
What's this? Clad in hues of green, amidst shrubs. I heard.
Shut your trap if you don't know what's going on!
This is
Not for that damn.
What would the prince gain?
Go
with the
get the
virgin's
lads!
death?
We won't stand for
Tell you
this!
what he lost for life.
Bloody bastard poisoned the virgin!
I'll cut the block off the next man who dares try his luck.
Guilt must be proven. Otherwise, it's vigilante justice.
I'd gladly hear your opinion.
Finally! Someone reasoned. It's obvious Henselt bribed some
The local peasants love.
Those surly dogs would gleefully accept a heavy pouch.
That's interesting.
Just think it through. The prince couldn't have done it. The wine was in plain sight. Oh. Then that same commoner incited his...
Something to think about.
Give us this whole power!
Rolling dung, you surly dog!
I want to speak with.
You're unique then. Everyone else.
We won't let you in.
Only I can help your prince.
Of course. Why didn't...
Are you mad?
Silence! I'm in command here.
Please.
Are you here to kill me, Monster Slayer?
I'm here for your help. You can save Saskia.
Do you hear them? They want my head. They equate the words of some village idiot with mine. I am the heir to the Edirnian throne. The rightful...
Prince, if you help me heal Saskia, the people will forget.
So if I don't help you, they'll kill me. This is black...
This is a deal.
What do you want?
I need royal blood for a potion that will heal Saskia.
Do you mock me?
You owe Saskia your life. She carried you away.
It was her duty, as it would have been of any Edirnian. Saskia and her rebels routed the royal forces at Gillette and on the banks of the Dyffny.
Those rebels are the last hope.
And what then? A pig herd will be crowned.
Don't think that far ahead. Your Highness, just a few drops of your blood will cure Saskia.
I've already said I owe this girl nothing. I'll not yield, and I'll certainly not surrender even a drop of...
Did you poison her?
Of course not. Even if I had.
I'm trying to help. Not
I won't yield to that rabble. Never. What do you really think? I should plead my innocence every time some village... Or maybe go out there and beg them.
You merely need to convince them that you're innocent. Prove it wasn't...
And if I am innocent, yet lack proof thereof? You claim you wish to help me.
You're trying to...
I want only to make a contract. Guards!
What is it, sire?
Show the Witcher out.
Is everything...
We had a chat. Think on what I told you.
I will.
Save your...
Enough of this charade!
Try to be reasonable, folks. Sit down and...
We've talked enough! Come on!
Vergen's not a cesspit for anyone to shit in. There are laws to abide, and Scalen Burden's job is to uphold them.
There's no law allowing a serf to threaten a king's scion. I, Silgrat, brother of Seltkirk, the greatest knight to walk a...
Does it matter who was born in a castle and who in a pigsty? Any fool can prejudge and condemn. It's easier to accuse than to prove guilt.
A peasant servant claims that Prince Stennis supposedly attempted to... Why would the prince do such a dastardly deed?
That's why! The mongrel covets the crown.
Do you even remember how valorous he was towards Saskia?
Pretending to be with her, he was, sly fox. taking the simple peasants in. But us lads ain't so dumb as you lot.
See for yourselves how the commoners hate the prince, spitting
Saskia's servant.
Where is this servant, might I ask? If he's got something to say, the answer is simple.
He's hiding to save his skin from you, whoresons. Squirrels after...
One last question. How could the prince poison Saskia? It's a known fact.
A good point. We can't be sure if the prince...
Stannis is blowing hot...
You were supposed to prove his guilt, not in...
Tell us who else would do it. A peasant wanting to hurt the miss? Never. A pig won't cut its own throat. A peasant's not foolish enough to...
Perhaps it is no peasant's deed. However, that doesn't mean...
Answer me this. Was not Stannis' room next to Saskia's? Do not... Yes! Is Serene Damed the Prince Khan? Nobody in Bergen wants to kill Saskia. And even if they want it...
You're wrong, Colton. Reverend Olkin wanted to get rid of Saskia. He thought she was a monster at heart.
Olkin was on Stannis' leash like a...
How dare you, lout! Do you imagine if someone sits next...
The priest tried to convince Prince Stennis to join the conspiracy.
Is Stannis some dimwit foundling that he dances to a lousy priest? Olcan got what he deserved when Hensel cleaved his head.
There is no proof the prince...
The priest asked him for admittance to the kitchen.
So he didn't poison the Virgin himself, but allowed her to...
Those are just words. Too much guesswork and not enough evidence. You can't convict any...
Your Highness, this is...
I am not afraid. Fear is a commoner's trait, unfit for one with... What do you want, to judge me? Is a prince a common thief who steals? You stand before royal mad... In this world there are crimes that can be forgiven. Just as a mother killing her own child, or a man slitting his... A crime against one anointed by the gods themselves also cannot be condoned. And what about he who poisoned... Firstly, Saskia is alive, so no one can blame me for her death. Secondly, you have no proof that it was I who tried to murder her. And thirdly, I assure all gathered here, I won't rise above the law. Can he? And if Saskia... I believe she can be cured. But if the gods decide otherwise...
Those are words worthy of a...
I am the one you should look to for guidance.
So you've forgotten how you tried to bribe me when I was at your house?
How about that?
This is slander.
There are no witnesses, Witcher.
The prince has a right to a fair trial, no matter if he's... What will the peasants do if we hand them the prince? Will they hear him out? No. They'll hang... What will happen if we allow... What if people see that might makes right? Who'll guarantee they won't desire to... Who'll protect people whose only fault is noble birth from the exasperated mob? And where will it lead?
The peasants are furious.
They didn't dare mount a frontal attack.
But they haven't forgotten about... It'll be that way until Saskia...
She won't keep order by strength.
Unless it's a great strength.
We need an authority figure and royal blood.
5 courts go to waste in...
There's also Hensel.
Going into that haunted mist is madness.
No. Anything involving Stennis will cause a...
I've had enough of the peasants and nobles barking. Saskia's the best leader I know, but she can't hope to do...
Where?
4 Scoia'tael units await in her...
You'll make it in time?
I must.
I had a dream. We were mining up at the face of the drive like in the old days.
I remember...
I tried locating Triss, but the mist disrupts the megascope. There's
In the Kedweni camp.
You'll have to pass.
There's no time to lose.
I'm continuously scanning the battlefield. I'll find you when you enter the...
Farewell, then.
We still need royal...
I know. Hensel.
We need his blood, not his death.
How many times do I have to...
You wanted to do... Remember the antidote for Saskia. It's very important.
Like the horse on the cheek, the whole cart's underground. What was it?
That.
Rudolf Ferdinand.
Exactly.
I can go no further. If Deathmold said...
How will I get back to...
I'll wait nearby.
Damn, I knew it was you. When the mist started whirling, I told the boys it's Geralt of Rivia. Friend of you.
Just found him. He was already...
Interesting. Dressed like... What's your business here?
Triss is somewhere near...
Still looking for your sorceress. If she came here...
Roach, it's really important.
Now you want my help? I'll gladly return the favor. You made your choice. Fled with the elves while Vess almost...
Is Vess all right?
What do you care? We could have all died.
I'm not one of your men, Roach.
I didn't say that.
But you thought it. You and your men against the whole world.
Don't you care about Voltes?
The assassin kidnapped Triss, remember? Help me find her and I promise...
I don't know why I'm... Right. If Triss is anywhere in the area, it can only be one place. At the rear, near the riverbank, the Nilfgaardians have set up their camp. Nobody can enter it. You can get there either via some caves or by sneaking through the main camp. I'd forget the gates. Believe it or not, the whorehouse is where you need to go to enter the caves. The ladies thought they'd use that passage to serve... If you've had your fill of whores and monsters, to the east there's a path that leads along the riverbank. That'll get you...
Thanks, Roach.
Hey! I'll... Leave me alone.
Wonder how many more...
Life can be really strange. I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back. Now we make
Well, well, a witcher. How can I help?
I wanted to talk.
We're no strangers to the art of...
Sounds all...
Ask away. What would you like to talk?
Heard of the Virgin of...
Hasn't everyone?
Any thoughts?
Oh, yes. A maturing woman like that, never been ploughed. Her head's bout... Well, how can I?
I wanted to...
We're no strangers to...
Sounds...
Ask. What would you like to...
I need to get inside the camp.
That'll cost you more than a straight plough. That's nowhere near...
I need to get inside.
That'll cost you. What would you...
Anything interesting going on?
Soldiers are scared shitless, what with this battle approaching. They'd rather drink.
Not raring to fight.
They might have been eager at first, but the longer we sit here, the less lively they become. Well.
I wanted to...
We're no strangers to...
Sound.
Ask away. What would you like to...
I wouldn't mind knowing we...
I'm a madam. What can I...
I seem to remember that Madam...
He used to come here to plough, to develop a camaraderie with the fighting men like... Well...
I want...
We're...
Sounds...
Ask. What would you like to...
I need to get...
That'll cost you more... That seems so. We've an underground passageway leading up...
Thanks.
Although we've not used it for some time.
I'm sure I'll manage.
The entrance is in...
FK Nordling. Where do you think?
To see the ambassador.
With all that steel.
Have you seen a red-headed sword?
You didn't seem to understand. Drop.
I'm not looking.
Shillard fits Estelin.
Metnara Rabnova. Garrett, I'd hoped we wouldn't meet again.
We caught him sneaking through the camp, Excellency. We disarmed him.
Esther Garamnith. I remember you telling Foltest you'd like to return to hunting monsters.
Triss Marigold was kidnapped.
Foltest's advisor. I heard she arrived at Vergen and hoped we would meet, but if she was kidnapped... Now I understand why you couldn't just stand by. But there are other reasons too. They told me you were in league with the Scoia'tael, with Iorveth himself.
More or less.
Have you heard of the slaughter of Enshe at the Ravine of the Hydra? The kings of the north effectively forced the Empire to...
September 13th, 1269, the Ravine of the Hydra. Following the Peace of Sintra, 53 officers of the Vryhead Brigade were brought here and executed, their throats cut. The elves' bodies were dropped into the chasm. I don't know what the riders of the hunt were looking for. November 23rd, 1269. Sintra, the village of Coldwater, and another victim of the hunt. An 11-year-old boy. His parents didn't even ask if he had a chance. I'm tired. February 24th, 1270. A high pass in the Armouche Mountains. An imperial manticore, one of the world's oldest and deadliest monsters. I used to feel excitement at moments like this. Now the beast is only an obstacle on my way. Its meat and hot blood will help me survive this icy hell. May 30th, 1270. The Iruga River. The hunt continues to race south. Since I've been following them, they've taken 23 individuals, all between the ages of 10 and 20. All except for Yennefer.
Amusing that the Scoia'tael believe the Emperor betrayed them. In fact, the kings of the north...
I feel fine.
I'm sorry. I can't give you more of... The long road to Loch Muin awaits me. The Council and the Conclave are...
What are you talking about?
The figurine. He must have it on him.
What's the meaning of this?
I want to introduce someone to you. This is Vanamar, my personal sorcerer. He sensed Triss approaching our camp, though she was to arrive in different company. Before you die, Witcher, would you be so kind as...
I found it on a man's...
And you finished his mission. Triss will help us find those wenches that betrayed the... I don't know whether you killed Tavik or found him dead, it's irrelevant. I'd prefer not to sentence to death a man previously pardoned, but... Vanamar, once you're done with him, convey my congratulations to Cynthia, leading Philippa Eilhart. Farewell, Witcher.
This is a good place. Are you ready, Geralt of Rivia?
Plow yourself, Nilfgaardian.
Your words mean nothing now.
Just like the good old days. Having killed an Nilfgaardian for years. I knew you'd get in trouble.
Shillard has Triss. He's taking her to Loch Muin.
Now I understand the commotion. Ambassador Shillard kidnaps Foltest's former advisor. It would seem the Nilfgaardians want to be...
What will happen at Loch Muin?
Apparently, a lot more. Sheila managed to locate the killer's hideout. They were hiding nearby in the gullies. Deathmold sent his men there, but one was taken alive. Before he died from torture, he revealed that our bruiser went to Loch Muin. The mages want to resurrect the council and the conclave that once represented all the sorcerers and sorcerer. King Radovid, the ruler of Redania, is also invited. As Loch Muin lies in Kedwin, Henselt is likely to... Triss, Nilfgaard, Radovid, a bunch of mages, and the Kingslayer.
One more thing, I need to see...
Why?
You think I want to kill him?
If I thought you were a Kingslayer, I hope I won't regret. Henselt should be in his tent. I'll distract the guards.
I owe you, Vernon.
That's not even... So?
Give me a moment. I want to search Shillard's...
Hurry up.
ready and waiting.
Geralt, hide.
Hey, you! Come over here!
What do you want, Temerian?
Those Nilfgaardians are beating up our lads.
What? Whoresons will regret that.
I have to distract them somehow.
What the devil happened here? Henselt will skin us alive.
Who are? Have you come to kill me?
I'm here for your blood.
You sneak in here like a villain and you want my blood? Fight.
Calm down, Your Highness. I need only a drop.
Who are you?
Geralt of Rivia.
Voltet's favorite witcher. Why do you need my blood?
Saskia, the Virgin of Aedirn, was poisoned. Royal blood.
What superstitious nonsense. The wench wants royal blood. She should bite Stennet.
Listen, Your Highness. Give me your blood voluntarily, or I prefer the first choice. It would work out better for both of us. If I spill your blood myself, I'll have to... Who knows, maybe one of your soldiers will get...
I sincerely hope so.
But then the Wraith's mist will hang on the border until your knights become weird.
What are you talking about? You know?
Yes, but I can't.
You'll get my blood. But promise?
You have my word, King.
Remember our deal. My men will lead you out of the camp. I wouldn't want one of the Tell me, though.
I'm a witcher.
Then I need an army of plowing.
Finally, you're back. Where is
The Nilfgaardians have taken her.
What?
They cast a spell on her and turned her...
Artifact compression. They must have a...
They had.
Without him, Shillard won't be able to lift the spell. However...
That's not all. They got Triss because of...
Cynthia?
She lied to you.
Back to Vergen. At once!
Hey! What's the meaning of this? Don't throw yourself.
The plague. I was so foolish. Cherish this rare moment, Witcher. Philippa Eilhart's been When I find her, we'll have it out like never before.
Wait. The Rose of
Not necessarily. That viper, Cynthia, was in a hurry and left her bric-a-brac. Time is running out, Geralt.
Then what are we waiting for?
You wanted...
Your turn, sorcerer. I have all you need to cure Saskia.
Let's get to work. Scoia'tael, stand aside.
My favourite type of magic. Lesbomancy.
What is your name? What do they call you?
Saskia.
Do you remember what happened?
Poison. They poisoned me.
Calm yourself. You will have your battle yet.
Do I owe you my life?
And Philippa.
Thank you, Geralt. I promise to...
No, but we're almost ready to try. Vandergrift's sword.
You should have taken it. It's scrap iron to me.
The Scoia'tael wouldn't let anyone but Philippa near you, and they wouldn't have let even her take your fate. I'll try to remove the curse.
Why do you aid me?
I'd like to say I'm doing it for you, for a cause. But the truth is, a certain elf prophesied that I'd recover my...
I had no idea you...
I don't. But I also don't have a choice. I need to try. If my amnesia... When I lift the curse, a shockwave will roll across the battlefield. A wave of pure, uncontrolled power looking for an outlet. Who knows what might happen to someone subjected to these extreme... I'm fresh out of alternatives.
Good luck, Witcher. We await your return.
You wanted to discuss something.
I'm ready to lift the curse.
Get to work then, Witcher.
I'll need your help. I need to...
They will find you. The aura of the... Let them think, speak, and act. Geralt, there is something else out there. I scan...
A drog. I expected as...
Good luck, Witcher.